And we are back. Welcome back to another AFCON and Asian Cup prediction video. It's another day in the round of 16 and we have 4 more fixtures for you today. 2 more from the Asian Cup and 2 more from the African Cup of Nations, where it was penalty drama in both continents last night. Tajikistan getting the edge over the UAE and then Congo dumping out Egypt on penalties. To be fair, it was a good day of predictions for me. I basically got 3 out of 4 right. And the Tajikistan and UAE one, I said could probably go to penalties. I just favoured it in terms of UAE. So a little bit disappointed in myself. I didn't get 4 out of 4 yesterday. But we got the other 2 wins and we got the Egypt-Congo draw. And like I say, crazy penalty drama going all the way down to the goalkeepers in Egypt and Congo. Unbelievable scenes once again, and hopefully we get ourselves 4 more games of drama for you today. If you haven't done so already, please do consider dropping a like on this video if you have been enjoying these Asian Cup and AFCON series, and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. We'll be doing this, of course, again tomorrow, and don't forget to check out the return of my Premier League prediction series. That video will also be available for you now, and let's just get straight in to all of today's action, if it will let me. Here we go. Starting off then, we have Iraq taking on Jordan. Iraq have been absolutely fantastic so far in this tournament. Jordan arguably underperforming for the standards that you would expect from them in this sort of competition. But for me, looking at the way the 2 sides have played so far in this tournament, there really is only going to be one winner in this one, and that is going to be a comfortable win for Iraq. Now, Jordan have been scoring some goals and Iraq have been conceding some goals, so that is why I have given Jordan that 1 goal. But for me, the way Iraq have played, especially Hussein up front for them, although be it a lot of his goals have been penalties, I think they are going to come out on top in this one. So I am going to go for 3-1. The other game in the Asian Cup sees the host nation, Qatar, taking on Palestine. And unfortunately for Palestine, I can only see this one going one way either as well. Qatar have been absolutely brilliant so far. They haven't even conceded a goal yet in this tournament. Granted, Palestine have grown game after game, lost to draw to win. So they've been getting better, but I think Qatar are going to be too strong for them. And I'm going to back Qatar to continue their run of not conceding yet in this tournament. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 win, which will see the host nation make it in to the quarter-finals. From Qatar, then, we move over to the Ivory Coast, where, as we'll get to shortly, the host nation of that tournament will also be in action today. But before we get into that one, we've got to talk about Cape Verde versus Mauritania. 2 of the big surprise packages so far in this tournament. And to be honest, I'm a little bit gutted that the 2 are playing against each other, because I would have liked to have seen them both go a little bit further. But sadly, one must depart. But that also means, happily, that one of them will be guaranteed a place in the quarterfinals. Cape Verde, of course, 2 wins and a draw in a very, very tough group. And Mauritania getting the win over Algeria to knock them out at the group stages. So great performances from both of these sides so far. But sadly, as we said, only one can come out on top today. And I have to go for the side that has performed better over the course of all of their respective group stages, which is, of course, Cape Verde. I'm going to go for 2-1. I still think it's going to be a tight one. Mauritania went from a situation where they hadn't scored in 5 games to scoring, I think it's 4 goals in 2 games. So they're going to be up for it. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a very attack-minded game. I think both sides are going to be well up for it and giving it everything. So could be a fun watch, this one. But in the end, I think it will be Cape Verde that come out on top. Then we have probably the biggest, or should I say, sort of highest profile game of the day between 2 big nations. That is, of course, Senegal and Ivory Coast. And somehow Ivory Coast have found themselves as one of the best 3rd place teams. It's a little bit sus. I don't feel like they deserve to be in this position. And then the scenes at full time after that 4-0 defeat suggested to me that they were actually going to be knocked out. But somehow they've managed to scam their way in to this fixture against Senegal. And it would be vintage tournament football for Senegal, who have been fantastic so far in this tournament, to get dumped out by Ivory Coast, who have been so poor in this tournament. And like I say, they're the host nation. They're going to have the crowd behind them. But I have to look at the performances I've seen from these sides so far and say there's absolutely no way Ivory Coast are beating Senegal today. So much so, I'm going to go for another humiliation, and I'm going to go for 3-0 to Senegal. If Ivory Coast pull it off today, fair play to them. Like I say, you look at the team, they've definitely got players capable of doing it. You've got to ask yourself, why was Wilfried Zaha not picked, considering how well he's playing in the Turkish league right now? But that's on the manager. He's not going to be available. Senegal have got most of their big stars available for this one, and I just think it's going to be an easy win for Senegal. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope it's going to be a little bit more dramatic than what I've suggested, but it's just the way the form has been so far in this tournament. I just think the fixtures are going to go this way today. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section as always. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out that Premier League predictions video as well. I will see you once again tomorrow, where we'll do 4 more fixtures from the Asian Cup and the African Cup of Nations.